Out the Door Tool 2.0. This one comes with now Pay Now and Pay Later broken down. Now you can provide real-time quotes, accurate quotes on the prepaid deals that we've always had. In fact, none of that has really changed. It's just not going to say Pay Now instead of like subtotal or whatever it said before. And then you can also now quote the down payment on a Pay Later deal as well as the monthly bill, which would include the service, the taxes, everything you need to know. So let's begin with a demonstration. We're going to start out strong with the iPhone 16 Pro Max. I'm going to quote it the conventional way, just doing a port on a $60 plan. Of course, Pay Now is $1,200, right? None of that has changed. You guys already know how to use that feature. So you'll notice that there's two more added on the list for Pay Later and then Pay Later Add a Line. So that's what I really want to showcase on this video. So if you do Pay Later, notice you get an error message because the plan that we have selected is $60 plan. We definitely want you to lead off with a $25 plan for Pay Later, so you can do $25 and it breaks down what the monthly rate is going to be. Now, mind you, the $73.51. That includes the service, which is, of course, the $25 a month plan. That includes the installment on the phone, which I believe on that particular device is $33.33. And that also includes the $15 insurance on the Pro Max. Of course, if that device is $8, it'll be accounted for. So all those little details that are so confusing about the Pay Later, whether it's the insurance and what the down payment is, it's all accounted for, all done for you in real time on the new Out the Door 2.0. So notice on this plan, we got the 16 Pro Max on a Pay Later plan, on the $25 plan. It shows you the down payment today, which is only going to be $156. That includes the taxes and the setup fee. So again, this is all they're going to pay out the door today. And then we're also going to be looking at the $73.51 monthly payments, which again include the insurance, it includes the device installment and the plan. Let's say you want to compare that to a customer just to inform them so they can make an informed decision. And you do the 16 Pro Max on a new number, let's say, on a $60 plan. Now, this allows you to contrast the down payment today with Pay Later and the payment today with Pay Now. Now, of course, if you do decide to do prepaid, keep in mind, of course, you can still do a SEMA for the $25 down payment. That's a whole different subject. So this would be $156 for Pay Later, $73 a month. That's crazy. And then the Pay Now is $1,200 up front. Of course, that would include the first month of service. Let me do another example too, because you can also mix and match this whole like Pay Later thing. So you can do, let's say we're gonna do 2 iPhone 16 Plus, and then we're gonna do 1 Galaxy S25 Ultra. Again, all high-end phones, which is ideal for the Pay Later customer. So we're gonna do Pay Later, and just like prepaid, we're gonna do Pay Later Add a Line for the second and third line. Make sure to not do Pay Later for the secondary lines, similar to how we quote the prepaid deals. Plan, we're gonna stick to the $25 plan, and you'll notice that the total down payment for 3 high-end phones up front today is only $392. Now, of course, if you want to calculate the monthly bill, all you got to do is add up the individual amounts. So that plus $76.29, and then we're looking at $208. So again, $208 a month for 3 phones, including the Plus, the Ultra. That's 3 lines, and then $392, less than $400 out the door, gets you 3 high-end phones. So this tool is great. I hope you guys really benefit from this new feature. I know there's been a lot of confusion about what all is included in the down payment, what's included in the monthly bills. So I think this will all simplify it for you, so you can leverage this and hopefully inform yourselves as well as the customer as far as whether they want to go for a Pay Now deal or a Pay Later deal. Let me do one more example. And of course, the whole roster of phones is actually included in this. So even if you wanted to finance something as crazy as the A15, right, which would make no sense at all, but I mean, whatever. So if they want to do the Pay Later on the A15, again, on the $25 plan, it's only $37 a month. That includes the service, the phone, and the insurance, and only $53 today. So that's something good to keep in mind. Couple of things. Notice that the Pay Later only works on the $25 plan, because if you were to do 40, 50, or 60, you're going to get an error message right here. The opposite goes for the prepaid deal. So we have new number. If you do the $25 plan, which again is only meant for Pay Later, you're going to get an error message. So you got to make sure that you line up the type of sale that it is, whether it's a prepaid or postpaid, with the plan. So again, for Pay Later, you got to make sure to select the $25 plan to get the correct information. So again, that's for every phone in our roster. So I want you guys to pitch with confidence. I know there's a lot of numbers, a lot of confusion, so I wanted to simplify it as much as possible for you, and I think this tool just delivers that. So if there are any bumps on the road, I'm sure there might be, any glitches, just let me know as usual. But other than that, happy selling.